Hello, good evening, everyone. How was your day? It's a good day, and how is your weekend? I hope you are dusting off the stress of the week, and I welcome all of you in today's training. This is free training being provided by the Institute of Global Peace and Conflict Management, and now we are looking at marital conflict and mediation. We have been able to look at a lot of things, and today we are going to look at more other things in the training. So just join us. Let me share the link with some other people to join, and then we will be part of it together. Hello. Hello, good evening, everyone. Thank you. And how was your day? How was your weekend? Thank you. Thank you for joining us for today's training. Sorry, we are starting late because I just finished one meeting this evening and I finished it late. That's why we are starting late. So apologies. Um, I know that I have not been keeping time these days, but don't worry. I'm going to change for good so that we can be having, you know, start time all the time. Um, so like you all know, we are on marital conflicts and mediation, and we have looked at a lot of things. And currently, we are looking at the necessary. We are looking at the necessary measures we can take to resolve marital conflicts. So we are looking at those strategies, conflict mediation strategies or conflict resolution strategies in marriages. This is what we are looking at, right? And we have looked at cooperative problem solving. We look at compromise and negotiation. And I think yesterday we were looking at avoidance and accommodation. So we try to look at how these things work out, how it operates, how in practice, how it takes place. These are the things we're looking at yesterday. And today, I'm hopeful that we're going to cover more things here. All right, we're going to cover more things here. So today we are looking at the power of collaborative conflict resolution. We are looking at the power of collaborative what conflict resolution. Power of collaborative conflict resolution. Thank you all for taking time to join. From wherever you are joining us, we are grateful that you joined. All right, from Kenya, from Zimbabwe, from Malawi, from Cameroon, from Lesotho, from Nigeria, from Rwanda, anywhere you are joining us from India, you are all welcome. Thank you from Uganda, you are all welcome. Thank you for taking time to be part of this. Um, from the United States of Abuja, all of you are welcome. All right, thank you. So we're looking at the power of collaborative conflict resolution. And what are things we are looking at here? We are looking at building trust, innovative solutions, strengthening relationship. All right, we said that collaborative problem solving foster an environment of trust where both parties feel heard and respected. This strengthens the relationship and paves the way for more constructive conflict resolution in the future. So, couple differences easily, how to build trust. This can help them challenges. Right? Then we talk about working together to find solutions. Couples can tap and explore innovative ideas that meet the needs of both parties. We must look at our youth creatively as couples to resolve them. Creatively as couples to resolve them. And effective conflict resolution strategies such as collaborate problem solving, different strengthens their emotional balance. So it brings us closer and solve our problems together. Bonds. Do you understand? It brings us more closer together. Very important. All right. That choosing the right conflict strategy. To choose the right conflict strategy because we have discussed so many strategies here that will help you to resolve your conflict. So, how do you choose your conflict strategy that can help you? What strategy are you going to use? So, how do you go about choosing a strategy that will help you to resolve your conflict? Right. One is to assess the conflict. Assess the conflict. First and foremost, you carry out conflict analysis. You carry out conflict analysis. Conduct conflict analysis. Maybe I will take a step to conduct conflict analysis. Maybe I will design something and bring and then analyze it and let's see how what I told you the instrument I needed to be organizing effective training has arrived. So on Monday, time to study it and get myself used to it, and then we'll begin to do out a lot of trainings, a lot of captivating and engaging trainings. Do you understand? So this is it. But first and foremost, before you go about resolving any form of conflict, the first thing you need to do is to assess the conflict. Assess what? Assess the conflict. So carefully evaluate the nature and the intensity of the conflict. Right. So considering factors like the underlying issues, right, emotions involved, and the potential consequences of the dispute. So try to find out what the conflict is all about. What is this conflict? What's the nature of this conflict? What is involved? What is at the stake? All right. So when you understand the conflict very well, the root causes, the history, the dynamics that involve in that conflict, it will help you to determine which strategy you should deploy to resolve the conflict. Do you understand? Number two thing that you need to do when it comes to choosing the right conflict resolution strategy is to select the appropriate strategy. Your ability to assess the conflict will determine the right and the appropriate approach or strategy to be selected. So, based on the assessment, you have to choose the conflict resolution strategy that is most likely to lead to a constructive and satisfactory outcome, whether it's collaborative problem solving, it's compromise, negotiation avoidance, or accommodation. It will help you. When you carry out analysis, it will help you to determine the right strategy to resolve the conflict. Then the next thing you need to do is so when you have decided the strategy, implement it, put it to use, and then sit back and look at how far it fails. Do you understand? Whether it fails well or not. Whether it solves the problem or not, it will help you to know. Or it partially deal with the issue, but many things still hanging. You know, do you understand? So that's why it is. So by so doing, we are done with training on the conflict resolution um, strategies. But remember, when it comes to marital conflict, there may be varied dimensions of conflict. All right. So marital conflict are multifaceted. Do you understand? They come in different dimensions, and it's left for you, the couples, to see how you can deal with your conflict. We say that you must find a way of resolving your conflict yourself instead of engaging even a professional. Right? You must settle your own conflict. Very important. Right? So if you must resolve your conflict, you must find a way of resolving it effectively. You understand? So this is what we're talking about here. So today I want us to look at mediation techniques and practices. Mediation techniques and practices. Mediation techniques and practices. We have talked about conflicts and how you can resolve conflicts. Now, maybe you are not directly the one to deal with the conflict. Maybe you are trying to mediate in a marital dispute. So now, what is expected of you? So this is what we want to look at now. All right. Now we're looking at the principles of mediation, the mediation process, developing mediation skills through practice, evaluating mediation outcomes, techniques for effective mediation, and so on. So we are in module 5 of this training, and we have 6 modules. So we're going to cover the 6 modules by next week. So hopefully the examination may take place first week of March. Although there are certain things I need to still talk to you about this. It may not be in the manual, but I'm going to look at some of the marital types of marital conflicts that um, we can assess and see the steps that you can use to mediate or you can take to resolve them. So, and let's just keep our fingers crossed. Let's see what will happen. Anything can happen. If I have time, we'll be able to do it before we write the exams. So possibly first week or second week of March, the exams will come. So if you are not yet, you have not gotten the material yet, you people should try and get it. I give you my line. I give you my line. I give you my line that you should send me message. Some of you were sending me messages in another line. If you send me message in my MTM, I will not respond. That MTM but that ends with 30. If you send me messages in that MTN line, I will not respond to you. Or if you send it to the Glow line, I will respond and send you the manual. You understand? That my MTN line is already is, is full. The capacity is full. So you send me message to that expecting that I will send you a manual, I will not be able to. But if you send it through the Glow line that ends with 57, I will address your issue. So, mediation is a structured process that helps conflicting parties reach a resolution with the assistance of a neutral third party called a mediator. So, whether you are involving in conflict professionally or unprofessionally, there is what we call mediation. And a mediator is a person that intervenes in a conflict situation. When people are experiencing conflict as a mediator, the job is to come in between and then resolve their differences. All right, resolve their differences. So, so that's the number there. I hope you can see the number. See the number on the screen there. That is the number. So you use right. Use that number. That is the number that you can send me message for the manual. Let me take it off so that some people will not come and hear this and then be sending me message for the manual. So that is it. Right? It's in the comment section. So you can check the comment section, you can see there. Thank you very much. So now mediation is a very important skill that we must possess for us to be able to mediate in marital conflict. Because marital conflict come with so many dynamics, and it takes a professional to be able to mediate effectively. Mediate in such a way that you will not be accused at the end of the day of taking side. So we say that this module is going to help us to acquire the necessary skills that we need to mediate effectively. So let's move on. So let's look at the principles of mediation. Mediation is guided by several core principles that ensure a fair and effective process. Number one is voluntariness. Voluntariness, right? Mediation is not done by force. Parties must accept to come into it voluntarily. You understand? So participation in mediation is voluntary for all parties involved. So all parties involved must volunteer, must come into it voluntarily. That is, nobody is forcing them to come into it. All right. So parties choose to resolve their problem by themselves. All right. Neutrality. The mediator remains neutral and impartial, facilitating without taking sides. So as a mediator, you must maintain neutrality. No matter how provoked you may seem in the process of mediating, you still have to calm down so that you will not be misunderstood as partaking side. Right? So uh as a mediator, you must maintain your neutrality. All right. You must maintain your neutrality. Uh, don't take side. Don't show even any sign of taking side. Then confidentiality. Discussions in mediation are confidential. encouraging open and honest communication. Except otherwise, marital mediation, most especially, must be confidential. You know, so there are marriages that may need help. That's as we're about to start mediation center in the institute, I'm beginning to feel that some marriages may need help. When you want to mediate, there are some couples that may need help. So because sometimes couples may be experiencing challenges because of lack of ego, lack of something to do, and they'll be going through challenges. So those kind of people may need help. So if you mediate uh, in confidentiality, like you deploy the tool of confidentiality, mediate, and you are not to put it in the public space, how will people help them? Do you understand? How will you even mobilize resources to help them? Because people want to see what you're trying to address. So, but this is the issue. But one of the things that we promote in mediation is to keep people secret. Once people were open enough to tell you what is affecting them, it's your business to keep quiet. Don't go and tell their issues in the public when they are not permitted, when you are not permitted to do so. But if you have been permitted to do so, why not? You can go ahead and do it. Otherwise, you maintain the issue, in confidence. All right. So, informed decision making. Parties make decisions based on a full understanding of their options and consequences. So, as a mediator, your job is to help parties take an informed decision regarding their matter. You make them to see the dangers of their matter, and you encourage them to take the decisions that promote their oneness, promote their unity. So this is what it is. The mediation process. So mediation follows a structured process designed to facilitate resolution. Mediation is not done haphazard. For those of you that participated in our um, what do you call it? In our simulation training, you see how we structured mediation. First and foremost, you introduce yourself, right? And then after the introduction, you tell part of the introduction. You tell the parties involved your credentials and your abilities and your experiences and your successes. After that, you establish ground rules. You're explaining process and building rapport. So this is what it is. So you said ground rules, and one of the ground rules is that in mediation or in the process of trying to mediate, when a party is speaking, you don't speak. All right, you wait for the party to speak and finish. So you speak. No matter how provoked you feel you are, you have to still calm down and wait for the person that's speaking to finish. Storytelling. Each party shares their perspective without interruption. That's it. So you must allow the parties to say their own story, their own side of the story, without interrupting them. You understand? It's very important. Identifying issues. So clarifying the main points of contention and underlying interest. So as the mediator, you have to identify the main source of conflict, the point of contention, the underlying causes of the conflict. Do you understand? So as a mediator, this is what you have to do. Generating options. So you have to brainstorm possible solutions collaboratively as a couples. The parties involved in conflict must brainstorm themselves, and you, the mediator, can also decide to like help them to guide them by making some kind of suggestions that will help them. Right. So this is it. So identifying issues, very important. Generating options, very important because some of the options you may not use them today, but you may need them tomorrow. So That's why you can generate them and keep for future references. Negotiating an agreement. Negotiating an agreement. Discussing options. Negotiating terms and reaching agreement is also another key because in mediation, while you are guiding the parties to resolve their problems, you help them to also draft the agreement they have reached. So that nobody will come tomorrow and say, I was not involved, I didn't participate. No, they must also sign. You understand? So these are the mediation process. So you can see that this process is structured. I told you of one man who went to intervene in a particular issue. He was end up beaten. The other one, it was a man and wife. The man and the wife end up accusing the man to trying to advance. So it is better that you should know what you are doing first before you mediate. All right, the mediation process diagram. There's a diagram here, but I don't know how I will show it to you. All right, so maybe I will still project it anyway. Um, when I start using that machine, I can project it and demonstrate it. Mediation process diagram. You see mediation process. So first and foremost is the agreement to mediate. Once the person agrees to mediate, you gather different viewpoints. You understand? Everybody say his own side, so you gather all the perspectives. You focus on the interest. What is the mutual interest? What is the point of concern for all the parties involved? You evaluate options. Evaluate options. So, what are the options available for us to address this problem? Evaluate it. Please, if you are joining us, share the link. Let others see it. Share the link across. Let them see. Right. So you create a win-win options. So if you look at the cycle, it's going around. So it has gone back to where you started. You understand? So you have to continue like that until you are able to resolve the problem. All right. So that's what it is. And the last topic I'm going to treat today is developing mediation skills through practice. All right. Because I've been sitting here since I'm so tired now. So I will. This training will not last longer like that. So developing mediation skills through practice. All right. Experiential learning. Experiential what learning. Experiential learning. So developing mediation skills through practice. Now we say that practice make perfect, right? So through your experiences, through the experiences of marriage, through the experiences of the journey so far, what you have been doing to handle the conflict. Talk about experiential what learning. So if you are not involved, you will not be able to understand. So it's when you are involved in that you understand. You understand? So we have engaging in role playing exercises allows participants to apply mediation techniques. So I don't know whether we are going to organize role playing techniques here now. So we focus on marital resolution, conflict resolution and mediation. Maybe this is what we'll do. Maybe I don't know. I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking of what to do best. But I'm thinking that we should do something. But I don't know whether we'll have that time. All right? Let's see how it goes.
So can do role playing. So we can bring husband and wife, come and argue matter. So that we can resolve it. You understand? Then we'll talk about reflective practice. Reflective practice is reflecting on their experiences both as mediators and disputants. They look at so how far now? So we have argued to a point that we got to this point that we have to invite someone to come and resolve our matter. Is that how our marriage has degenerated? Do you understand? So these are the issue. So you must, you know, participant must identify areas for improvement, develop a deep understanding of the mediation process and all of that. So the last thing that we're going to look at is collaborative learning, collaborative what learning. I'll talk about group discussions and feedback sessions. So you can have a feedback session where you allow people to tell you how far you did and then discussion. So these are the things that we are going to cover for today. Tomorrow when we come, we'll be looking at something different. We're looking at evaluating mediation outcomes. So we look at the outcome, the indicators, the measurement. Do you understand? But I think this way we're going to stop. So that will allow you to go and prepare for your exam. Those of you, some of you are writing exams on PhD education today. So I will allow you to go and do final preparation and get ready for your exams. So you chat me by 8:30 p.m. for your examination link for PhD education. Please, I beg you, if you do not do your peace educational awareness campaign, please don't reach out to me. I will not attend to you. Please. So if you did it, send me a video so that you can be part of it. So go and get ready for your examination today. Thank you and see you tomorrow by 7 p.m. It is a bye from me here. Thank you very much and have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful rest. Bye bye.